What's going on, guys? It's Doran here from Sunrise Gaming, coming back to you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Lucio and the potential possibility, the idea of a map editor coming out for Overwatch. That'll more or less be speculation, but we are going to talk about Lucio first, and I am joined by Lax, our resident Lucio main. Lax, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
Doing pretty good. So, just your thoughts really quick on Lucio on the PTR as he is right now. What do you think about him?
He looks good. It's just that here's the thing about Lucio, right? There's no other character in the game that does anything with like speeding your team around. He's the only one that does it. So, with that being such a powerful ability, unless you nerf that to the ground, you're not going to change him that much. Now, they're trying to make him more fun to play and more playable, and they want him to see a increased pick rate at the lower levels and maybe a decreased pick rate at the higher levels. Whatever that may be, where we're playing, I think it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, Lucio is definitely very relevant in discussion lately. He's the PTR. He's extremely fast. He's very hard to kill, and it looks like the Blizzard has come back around and said, okay, we're going to tone it down a little bit here with some of these changes.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what actually happens when he's all done and going live. So let's go over some of these notes here. We'll just break them down. There's three main ones we're going to talk about, and then we'll go over the editor. Alright, so first and foremost, his sonic amplifier, his left click damage has been increased by 25%. What do you think?
I mean, that's totally fine. Lucio was never like a damage dealing support to begin with. That was always Zenyatta, and if you're good, then Anna. But I mean, it definitely, it used to be was with Lucio, you just kind of spammed it and you hope you hit something. Now, with the increased speed and the increased damage, you can actually get some pretty decent damage off. I think technically he does more damage with headshots than any other support, but that's if you hit every single shot. So I think it's fine, especially spamming into like Ryan shields or Orisa shields one day. I think that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna give him a little bit better of a role. It's gonna be a little bit more fun to play, and I think that's totally fine.
Yeah, it seems that, like you said, he's going to be there to push down some Rhine shields and
Yeah.
whatnot. Especially since I think that the nerf to his aura, reducing it down to 10 meters instead of 30.
Yeah.
He's going to be up close more in the fights and whatnot. He should probably bring a little bit more damage to the table.
Definitely. Definitely.
His next one, his healing song, his self-healing was reduced by 33%. It hasn't been, no one else in the aura will be affected by it, but his
Yeah.
self-healing
Just
was
him.
reduced. What's the reasoning behind this?
So the reasoning was on the PTR when he had the original healing to himself, he just never died. Combine that with the speed boost he got from running on the walls, you couldn't hit him, and if you hit him, he'd heal himself back quickly. So he just never died. So now it actually makes him okay. Yeah, he's actually kind of killable now, which is a good thing. I think that's totally fine.
Right, and I think that follows into the last change that's been made. His bonus speed has been decreased from 30 to 20% while wall riding. So I think those two go together. Your thoughts?
Yeah, exactly. They make it so that he can actually be killable because for a while it was the most impossible thing to kill Lucio on the PTR. I honestly, a lot of people are freaking out over the wall ride change. I honestly don't think it's that big of a deal. As a guy who's played Lucio for a while, you were never wall riding offensively or trying to take a point. You wall ride to escape or you wall ride to hold a point. So that extra bit of boost is good, but it's not the most important thing about Lucio. When I was playing with him on the PTR and he had the original speed boost, he kind of felt like you were just flying all over the place and you could get out of that 10-meter range pretty quickly. So I think the reducing speed is actually, it might be a good thing overall.
Right, just to keep balance and whatnot.
Exactly.
So Lucio's still being changed and tweaked constantly on the PTR as we see with these changes. Eventually he will go live, and when he goes live, that was going to be interesting, especially if these current changes stay put. But it is PTR, so anything can happen. feel like Lucio's still going to be a very high pick rate even after these changes. So
Oh yeah, definitely,
there's
definitely.
nothing really you can do about that. He's just so good.
Yeah.
Um, let's transition over here real quick and finish this video. Recently, Jeff Kaplan, game director for Overwatch, came out and mentioned map editor. He said that it's not a small task. They had to design a new engine for Overwatch, but it is possible way down the road we might have a map editor. What do you think about having a map editor for this game?
I mean, it's totally cool. It's definitely something that would be great. It'll help people test out, if they want to simulate pushing through a really tight choke, they can make their own type deal. And if you want to change it up a bit, it's a good thing to let the community experiment with what works and what doesn't work. What do these different combinations look like? What happens if we combine these two maps? What happens if we take the really shitty parts of certain maps out? What all the different details can be. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's going to be sweet. I'm not going to use it just because I'm not really into that kind of stuff, but I will totally play any kind of user-generated maps. Those I think are going to be really fun.
And I also think it's good in a way for Blizzard and the Overwatch team themselves because this is less dev time they can spend.
Yeah,
The community we've seen is very creative, so
definitely.
we can just why not let them have a map editor and just let them create their own things? Implement them in custom games, see how they work.
Yeah,
And then maybe Blizzard will pick one up and tweak it to their standard.
yeah,
So
exactly.
it's a lot of Blizzard games have them.
Hmm.
What is it? StarCraft 2 has them.
Yeah,
Warcraft 3 did.
yeah. Let's say Warcraft did. That was the big one, I think.
Yeah, people making their own custom maps and all kinds of things for it that ended up being
Yeah,
very popular. So it's a good thing. We're not going to expect it anytime soon, but it is
yeah,
something just to put in the back of your mind and think about
yeah.
because it will be really cool to see something like that when it goes, if it ever goes live. So.
Yeah, that'd be really cool to see. I don't think anybody's like begging them right now. We need it right now. But I mean, it'll be a nice little treat down the road.
Yeah, something to add to it. Maybe he'll come out with a new hero or something as well.
Definitely. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that'll wrap it up for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Follow us on all our social media and whatnot down below. We do Twitch stream every night starting around 8 to 9 p.m. Go for a couple hours playing competitive. You can watch us tilt live there. It gets pretty great. We even try to follow our own advice, but then it backtracks and we yell at each other. So it's a lot
Yeah.
of fun. Once again, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Waking up, I'm taking chances tonight. I'm opening my eyes and I'm feeling